wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie. And make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
And the winner for the Earth's Mightiest Cover Artist of the Year. Let's see, let's look at this. Oh shit. It's Dan Mora. Dan Mora is the winner.
Okay.
The winner of Earth's Mightiest Cover Artist of 2025.
Okay, I respect y'all for doing that. I respect y'all for doing that. There have been some suspect ones you all have done tonight, but Dan Mora is a good pick. I'll give y'all Dan Mora tonight.
Yes.
I'll give y'all Dan Mora tonight.
Yes, I will allow I will allow a Dan Mora to be let in the building. That is a that is an enthusiastic invite to the building.
Now I'm not as tight with y'all because y'all have. I'm not gonna lie, y'all been kind of pissing me off tonight, just with the some of these choices y'all done made this evening is.
They've been wild. They've been wild.
Dan Mora is a good one. I like that more eyes are on Dan Mora and more respect is on Dan Mora. So y'all did a good one with this vote. Y'all did a good one.
Y'all did a fantastic job. I'm proud of you. And then here, let me. I guess we can do away with this one. That one's done. Okay, so next up on the list. Our next category will be none other than. Well, let's see what we got here.
Earth's Mightiest Colorist of 2025. Earth's Mightiest Colorist with 3 Caucasians. That is great. Pretty pictures. Pretty pictures are all fine and dandy, but color can really make art sing in a way few things can. Whether it's a limited palette, Grigland, or a wide array that spans the entire color wheel. Tried more. These color artists brought a distinct look to your favorite comics no other could. Our nominees for Earth's Mightiest Colorist of 2025, we got Jordy Belair, who it would not shock me if she won. We have Mike Spicer.
No.
And we got to move the Blerd Awards down a little bit, Ernie.
I'm working on it. You just keep.
Oh shit!
Oh, you don't know who Mike Spicer is? Damn, that's crazy, man. That's wild, man. It's kind of crazy that you would go there, man. That's insane,
man. And
I didn't know you were like I didn't know you were like this, Carter. I didn't know you, man, dude. Hate to see Mike Spicer getting done dirty like that.
Oh man, well, it was not my doing. It was actually the doing of the next nominee, Tamra Bond Villain, who literally lets you know in her name what time it is, and coming in with, I think, the most to gain if she does end up winning this. I think this would be a good dub for her, if she does win it with Ultimate X-Men going into the Shadow Realm. Peach Momoko. So we got Jordy Belair, Mike Spicer, Tamara Bond Villain, and Peach Momoko up for Earth's Mightiest Colorist of 2025. Ernie, do you have the fan voted results?
I do actually, and we do stress fan voted results this year. The first time in the long 4-year history of the Blerd Awards are we allowing you, you to choose who the winners are, unlike in previous years. So who is Earth's Mightiest Colorist of 2025? Well, I am here to tell you it is none other than Peach Momoko.
Hey,
Lord
Peach
have
Momoko.
mercy. Peach out here pulling the dub.
Hopefully, this will be the sunlight that she needed from the rain that is Ultimate X-Men getting the ultimate in-game treatment. Congratulations to Peach Momoko. Your Ultimate X-Men is probably one of the most well-loved X-Men runs I have seen on Reddit thus far. I have never seen so much positivity on Reddit before in my life, but it's always positive when I see somebody talking about Ultimate X-Men. So congratulations to Peach Momoko for winning Earth's Mightiest Colorist of the Blerd Awards 2025.
Yeah. You know, the thing that's kind of funny about it too is that she is Peach is unusual in this category in so much that I think of anyone that was nominated, she was the only one who is also well, I'll put it like this. She wasn't the only one who was originally nominated, but she was the only one who made it to the final four who was not just a colorist. She does her own art, but it just so happens she also does her own color. But it's the nature of the work that she does that just you can say what you want about Ultimate X-Men, and you can not like Ultimate X-Men all you want, but one thing you ain't gonna be able to say is that Peach's art ain't top tier. You can't say it. You just can't.
I feel like a lot of the people that voted for her to win this year, it's a lot of y'all asses that caught on to her because of Marvel Snap. You ain't got to lie to me.
No, because I just seen them cards. Even when I was still playing, I saw the Marvel Snap cards. I know what y'all be up to. Apologies. Apologies to Jazz, because Jazz is not gonna get to hang with us tonight, but that's okay. You gonna come back. You gonna get to come back. Like I said, for those that don't know, we just kind of jumped in just as if, but for those that know, we had some inclement weather in Memphis last night. So, my neighborhood got hit with streamline winds. So that's why the show last night just kind of abruptly cut off. So yes, but we are back. We figure we're just going to pick up the show as if nothing ever happened. That said, let's move on to our next category. Our next category is going to be actually, no, wait, I'm taking this back. I'm actually going to take this one back, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me take this one back. So I made a faux pas this Saturday. I made a faux pas. And I decided this year I was actually not going to I was not going to do this particular one the way that we had done the other ones, and you'll find out why in a little bit. But basically, I did the votes for all the other ones. That was the one category I actually forgot to post, and I didn't notice it till yesterday, and all the other stuff happened. So basically, we're gonna tell you our favorite. We're gonna put that one in our personal awards section. And you know what? I tell you what. This is one thing I can endeavor to do. And maybe we'll be able to do it next year. But that's one I actually am going to take off. So we're actually not going to do that one. We're going to jump over. We're actually going to skip creative team and jump over to something else. We're actually going to jump over to Earth's Mightiest Shared Universe of 2025. Shared universes. They've been all over the place. They have been large and in charge, and like with most comic book publishers, they have integrated universes where characters interact in a sandbox. But these shared universes dared to take it even further by being so nicely interconnected that you don't have to read it all, but you want to read it all. And our nominations, the final four of this category, they will be none other than the Energon universe over at Image Comics. We've also got the Absolute universe over at DC Comics, the Ultimate Marvel universe over at Marvel Comics, and Godzilla Kaisei era over at IDW Comics. This one, Carter, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, and I don't mind telling you, was a little bit of a fight. I was a little sad, ultimately with how the voting did ultimately start to pan out when it was a little bit closer to the time for the polls to end. But I was happy that some people started to act right at least a little bit towards the end of it. I actually loved the discourse that I was seeing. That some people felt that there were some universes people were sleeping on, and maybe some that people were leaning a little too heavy on. Yeah, and
you know what that sounds like to me?
What's that sound like?
That sounds like Godzilla didn't win. That's what that sounds like to me.
That's yeah.
That sounds like.
look, somewhere, Glass Eater is just staring daggers at your ass. Just like, oh, you gonna talk shit now? You gonna try and kick us while we down, huh? Okay. All right.
Kick you? Yes, because I don't like you.
Carter
I'm really hoping the Wanderer get rid of your ass quick fast, okay? Beat that little giant girl. She hasn't done no wrong. She trying to find her parents. Get Glass Eater the fuck up out of here. Get her out of here.
Glass Eater has offended greatly. But no, we have our nominees. We have the winners in. I have the numbers all right here. Let's find out what was Earth's mightiest shared universe of 2025. It was none other than, the surprise of no one, Absolute Universe. Dude, I was like, man, is that all? I was like, God damn. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get it. I totally fucking get it. I ain't mad at it at all. But I was like, man, it was funny because I saw some people had to be reminded what some of the other stuff was, and it made me giggle a little bit. I was like, oh man, so some of y'all telling on yourselves. Some of y'all are telling.
The house that Bruce Lesnar built. It don't surprise me at all. It don't.
I respect it.
There are so many people that had just let comics go to the wayside, weren't really into them. But everybody is taking notice of that big son bitch right there. Everybody is taking notice of the Bat Incarnate. Everybody taking notice of Bruce Lesnar.
Oh my god, that almost took me out. So the funny thing is, yeah, I saw Elisa Absolute Batman cleaning up like Expedition 33. You know what? Real talk. When we were initially formulating this shit, Carter and I were worried that like the Power Fantasy or X-Men or what's another book that he's
Storm.
Yes, Storm more specifically than even the X-Men themselves. We were actually worried that those books would just like everybody would just go straight down the line. Storm. Power Fantasy. Like we were actually worried. We're like, oh man, dude, this is gonna be I said these are gonna be our Expedition 33s. Lo and behold, we underestimated the Absolute Bat.
Absolute Bat, Absolute
Wonder Woman,
Diana, dog. Like, ooh, boy,
I was like, okay,
is a Brock Lesnar, Rhea Ripley sweep right now is what we got. Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm here for it though. I mean, I wish I could pretend to be upset about it. I mean, I really can't. It's justified. But you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on to our. Let's move on to our next category. We have 2 more awards before we get to our personal awards, and then after those, we will give Earth's Mightiest Comic of the Year. But before we can do any of that, we must decide a couple of more things, and one of those is going to be Earth's Mightiest imprint of 2025. This is, and this was one I think kind of caught people off guard that we were doing this one this year, because I don't think we did it in the years prior, but we're doing it now, and we'll just break it down like this. Publishers, line up your LCS's shelves each and every week, but sometimes those publishers have a team within the team. These imprints did a lot of heavy lifting for their respective brands, and one could even say they became the whole effing show. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at our nominees. Our nominees are Transformers, or not Transformers, the Skybound,
Yeah.
who provides us with the Energon universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Void Rivals over at Image Comics. We've also got a DC Black Label over at DC Comics.
Ever wanted to see your favorite DC characters in R-rated positions? The house that the Bat Dong built. Shout out to Batman Damned.
Right.
DC Black Label. You think we gone, but we always coming back. That's Witchblade. That's the darkness. That's Witchblade again. That's the darkness again. That's the darkness again. That's Witchblade coming back for the umpteenth time. Top Cow over at Image because they couldn't do it by themselves anymore, so they needed that help from Todd McFarlane. And then we got
the house that Jackie Estacado built. Sorry, I apologize.
the house that Mark Silvestri thought he built, but realized it was on land owned by Todd McFarlane. Shout out to Top Cow. And then we got DC Absolute. Now it just won one. I don't even like that DC is on here twice. But again, this is on y'all.
Yeah, y'all did this.
It's on y'all. Okay.
Y'all did.
I get it. Y'all got different. Y'all putting your fingers in different pies with Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash. Y'all might get Absolute Plastic Man from Chip Zdarsky sometime soon. Who knows? But this is gonna be a real interesting. I want to see this one. I want to see this one because I'm shocked that you put two DC up here, but you got Top Cow on here as well.
Look,
so I'm just shocked. I'm confused all around. So I can't wait to see who won this one.
I'm not gonna lie. When I am still a little bit baffled by the voting that took place this past Saturday, because this is when we actually determined who were going to be the final four. I was like, bruh, like what happened? Like what happened? What? Who let Top Cow sneak their way in?
Man, they hid under the ring until the final two, and it slid up in there trying to get an elimination real quick.
The lights cut off in the whole arena, and when the lights come back on, Top Cow just standing in the middle of the ring with a baseball bat, and all of a sudden we just see we see The Rock just sitting there on his knees, just all like slumped over.
That fool that was running around saying that he never got eliminated from the Royal Rumble. So this is like hour 672 that he has never been eliminated. That's what Top Cow feels like right now. But I feel like
let's
Mr.
do
Carruthers,
it.
Mr. Carruthers, the winner of Earth's Mightiest imprint of 2025 goes to who? They gave it to DC Absolute.
Yes, they did. This one was almost. I'm not gonna hold you. This one was almost overwhelmingly in because it not just in the DC Absolute universe's favor, but it was also in the favor of just DC in general. Like I noticed that there was like a lot of like DC Black Label wasn't close, but it was the closest to DC Absolute, which I was actually shocked Ultimate Marvel didn't get more love. What happened to all those folks that were mad that the Ultimate Marvel universe is ending? Did y'all just give up? Did y'all just left, huh? Y'all just like, oh nope, it's over. I'm cutting the lights off now.
Y'all let Witchblade curb stomp the Ultimates real quick. It wasn't the Ip Man version of Hulk
Right?
that did it. Oh no, it was Jackie Estacado.
Man, right? Folks was like, and here's the thing though, it ain't even that it's getting canceled. They just elected to go out on top, and that's different. Because I think
Apparently
they even
not
said
going out on top, big dog. Apparently they ain't going out on top.
Oh, that is true.
They weren't even up for nominees.
Man, right?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, just like Ultimate Marvel, I just think it's kind of funny because, like, it's so weird to me how people turned on Ultimate Marvel. Like, I'm talking about, like, it is, because, and the answer is always the same. It's never because, like, oh, the books are all whack or I'm just not feeling it anymore. It's like, no, y'all mad because they had the gall to decide to end the universe on a high note rather than keep putting out subpar shit just to keep the brand alive. That is a level of foolishness I just can't get jiggy with. Oh, he said the vanillas ain't getting no love. I mean, I get it. What did
I see? I think the day after it came out that it was official, I think the first thing I saw was, man, is it just me? Well, now that we know it's ending, Ultimate Spider-Man ain't as good as I thought it was. And the thing that I saw was that, well, we enjoyed Ultimate Spider-Man at first. We enjoyed the Ultimates at first. We enjoyed Ultimate X-Men at first because this was the beginning of something.
Right.
After Ultimate Endgame come in, this one we really, when the new creative team comes in, this one we really finna get the good stuff.
These folks, I can't stand them. You can't give them shit. They want books. They'll complain that books never end. And then when a book's like, hey, you know that thing y'all say we should do sometimes? That maybe we should just not try to tell a story for like 40 fucking years and just end some shit. Oh, now y'all mad. Okay, cool. Man, like I said, man. Can't stand it. Anyway, let's do our last award before we get into our personal awards for 2025. These are awards, our personal awards. We talk about those. We're talking about awards we didn't let y'all vote on because they are, as personal would imply, they are our fucking awards. That said, let's get into what is theoretically the penultimate of the fan votes. And that is going to be Earth's mightiest publisher of 2025. Carter, would you like to take the reins on this one?
Tribalism is just part of human nature. We always want a place to call home. These publishers have been the home of some of the best comics you can read right now, and each has made great strides in bringing fresh ideas to comic shelves every Wednesday. But y'all will only read two of them. Our nominees for Earth's Mightiest Publisher of 2025 is Image Comics, DC Comics, Marvel Comics. I don't even know why you up there. IDW Comics.
Damn.
IDW. I don't know why. Don't worry about the K. The K is silent. I don't know why this was up for nominees. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God.
I want Ernie to tell me, but I don't want Ernie to tell me. I want Ernie to tell me if this was a fight or not, but at the same time, I just want him to read the winner just so I can see. Just so I can just be like, yep, I was right. Y'all only read two of these nominees like that. Y'all need to open your wings. Y'all need to broaden your horizons. Ernie, please. I don't need, we just gonna rip this Band-Aid off.
Let's do it. Like the
winner of Earth's Mightiest Publisher for the Blerd Awards 2025 is
DC
Well,
Comics.
color me shocked. Remember when I said y'all only read 2? We looking at one of them right now.
Yeah, we looking at this is one of the two. Look, like I said, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all. This right here is the type of shit I'm talking about. This right here is the type of shit I'm talking about right here. So Carter and I have been joking back and forth for the past like few days about how some of these votes were probably going to pan out. And here's the thing. I can make a case for why, okay, I've been very quiet about some of these that have been getting picked, but I'm not gonna lie. While y'all did really well, I think, on a lot of the like genre awards and like some of the the individual creator awards, I'm not gonna lie, y'all straight up hoed yourselves on this. On these imprint and publisher, so on and so forth awards, because y'all are telling on yourselves. But you know what? It's okay, because you know what? It ain't on us. It ain't on me. It's not on us, Ernie. Yeah, it ain't on us. It's on y'all. It's on y'all.
It's on y'all. Each and every one of y'all.
It's insane. Well, here's the thing. I think that at the end of the day, I think it's safe to say that we all just need to admit, or I won't say we, because I ain't in this, but I think a lot of y'all need to just finally admit you have a bias. You have a bias, because I'm not going to hold you. I don't think DC put out the strongest year. I don't think DC put out a stronger year than Image Comics. I don't even think DC put out a stronger... Like, you want to talk about sales numbers? Yes, because of Absolute. But the thing is, Absolute is kind of carrying DC. Like as a whole, kinda? Well, no, not even kind of.
You want to know why Scott Snyder made Bruce Wayne 6'9", 260?
Make it easier to carry.
Gonna have to carry all of these up there.
Make it easy to get. Like right now, Ultimate Batman, or not Ultimate, but Absolute Batman, back hurting. His back is hurting. You can't tell me otherwise, and that's fine. But man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I'm actually very disappointed in a lot of y'all.
Congratulations to DC Comics for Earth's Mightiest publisher of 2025.
Yes. Congratulations are most certainly in order, but I can promise you, bruh, I have so many questions about y'all. Y'all have no... I will say, though, to be fair, this was not an overwhelming win for DC Comics. Image Comics was not that far behind. So I have a little bit...
That's nice to see.
That's nice I'll show you guys. Like I can show you guys right here. This was the actual breakdown of the whole thing. It was.
But you know what? I'm kind of proud of you all with that being the case, just because that just shows me that some of y'all trying.
Yeah, and I'll even show you this one. I'll even show. This was the shared universe one. So like Energon Universe kind of slick started making a comeback. So
hey, why y'all violate Godzilla like that?
like I said, but now when we get to and you know what, I'll even say I'm a little bit more proud of y'all here as well. This was for the imprint, where Absolute had 49, Skybound had 32. So I mean, y'all, you know what? I take it back.
Some of y'all are broadening your horizons a little bit. I do respect it. I do respect it.
Teensy weensy bit, but I mean, it's not enough for my taste. It's not enough. It's not enough for my taste. Like sometimes y'all make me wonder. Sometimes y'all really make me be wondering about y'all. But yeah. With that said, we can move on to our personal awards. These are once again, these are our little personal awards that are little things that we appreciated. They may be books that have already won awards. They may be books that you're not even thinking about, that have not even been mentioned one time. It's difficult to say at this point, but I will say for the first one, and this is what I think is one of the most prestigious awards that in all of the Blerd Awards history. It's long and storied history, and that is what was formerly known as the Toilet Seat Award. We actually call it This is the bathroom book of the year. And mine, I'm gonna go first here. Ernie's bathroom book of the year was none other than Incredible Hulk at Marvel Comics. That's right. Now, the bathroom book, this is a prestigious award. This is a prestigious award because this is the award that you grant to the book that held it down for you when you were in the bathroom. And I will have you know, the bathroom is how I actually caught up on so many issues of Incredible Hulk. I was reading it week to week when it first started, but after about like when they started doing the blood hunt shit, I kind of checked out because I was just like, I don't care about any of this. And then I came back to it later when it was like all like kind of maybe a little bit closer to past its halfway mark, and I read that son bitch in the bathroom. And yeah, it was good. Philip Kennedy Johnson, once again, holding it down as anyone would expect. Nick Klein also holding it down. We had a bunch of guest artists that came in at various points, and the entire creative team did a fantastic job with this book. They actually understood the assignment. They understood that people wanted more Immortal Hulk, or not to say they want more Immortal Hulk, they wanted Hulk to maintain that very similar or like a same or similar status quo. And this book leaned into the horror of Immortal Hulk, and really told a story that I felt was some of the best Hulk we had since Immortal Hulk, which hasn't been long, but still. No, it can't be a one shit wonder because I mean this was multiple sittings, multiple sittings in the bathroom. Now that said, Carter has one. I wonder if he is prepared to speak on this one. But Carter's bathroom book of the year, 2025, the book that held it down. Absolute Wonder Woman.
So, just like a really entertaining movie will leave you sitting in the theater, will leave you sitting with your family, just like a really good football or basketball game will have you not wanting to move because you just have to see what happens next. This is a book to where you just have to read what happens next, and then you feel your legs going to sleep. And then you realize, yep, I just got through 6 issues.
Like, oh shit, foot fell asleep.
Yep. So, yes, dude. Absolute Wonder Woman was absolutely my bathroom book of the year. Being able to, the more you're reading that comic and the more you are just turning page after page, trying to see what wild shit Diana is going to do next. You're losing track of time. I honestly couldn't remember what book I picked because I've been reading Reckless in the bathroom.
That's the 2026 bathroom book of the year.
Man, listen, but no, dude, I don't think a lot needs to be said about Absolute Wonder Woman. Kelly Thompson is doing her thing with this bad boy, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I was someone who was not a big fan of Wonder Woman. I didn't really care, and Gal Gadot made me care even less. But I will say that Daniel Warren Johnson kind of put the bug in my ear. He kind of whispered some things about Wonder Woman, and that really just made me want to just really absorb more. And then Wonder Woman Historia came out, and I was a little bit peeved because I saw the Wonder Woman portion, but that book was primarily about the Historia of it all. But I really enjoyed that story, and then, like I said, covers do a lot, and seeing Absolute Wonder Woman riding this dead Pegasus with the tribal chief Samoan dynasty tattoo on her arm. And then you start seeing her with a Buster sword. And then Ernie and I were trying to figure out what kind of lasso she had this go around. And now she has several. And she's like the princess of hell. And there was a lot there that was just like, I really want to see where this is going to go. I really want to read more than this. I really want to read more. I really want to read more. And one issue turns into 2 issues, turns into 3 issues. I have already wiped. I've already flushed 3 times. I should really be up, but I'm kind of comfortable. And I want to see where this story is going to go next. So yes, absolute Wonder Woman is absolutely my bathroom book of the year for 2025.
All right, so now we have a couple more we're gonna do, and this is gonna be the Pleasant Surprise of the Year award. These are the books that maybe we didn't know. These are the books we didn't know that they were gonna be as good as they were gonna be, or maybe they were books we didn't even know were happening. And we gave them a chance, and it literally just stood head and shoulders above all expectation or lack thereof. So let's go ahead and take a look for our first one. And it's going to be a book that I have talked about on this channel before, and largely because of that level of surprise. It's going to be none other than They Choose Violence. This was a book that I did not have on my radar. I did not know that it was coming out. I did not know that it was a thing. I didn't know what the fuck it was even about when I picked it up. I just saw, the cover. I saw the cover of this book. I saw the very obvious black phenotypes on an alabaster statue, and I was like, I should maybe look into this. And I picked it up, and it was almost kind of like that scene in Doctor Strange where the ancient one touches him on the head, he just goes woo, and all of a sudden, like, Doctor Strange just floating in the air and shit. That's what I felt like when I was reading this book. It was incredible. It really was. And I loved it so much that I talked about this book with y'all on the channel, and to the point that it got the attention of the people who created the fucking comic. And is why this is why I wound up having the back of the book quote for this one. That said, there was no way Age Revelation was gonna be the pleasant surprise of the year. More like the horrifying surprise of the year. And yeah, I was actually a little sad that that Captain Planet did not make any of the nominations this year. Kind of pissed me off. I was like, dude, Captain Planet was lit. Y'all just gave up for it, man. Y'all just gave up on it. And I appreciate that boy Jeremiah and the Elite X1 talking about Heart of the Darkness was their pleasant surprise of the year. That warms the warms the dark recesses of my heart. That said, Carter, would you like to give your pleasant surprise? I will pull it up for you. We got the graphic ready. Your Carter's pleasant surprise of the year: Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Well, I didn't give a. Let me say it. Let me say it right here, right now. When I tell you that I couldn't give less of a damn about Martian Manhunter in any form or fashion, whether it be cartoons, whether it be films, whether it be other comics. Boy, don't nobody care about Martian Manhunter. And then this came out.
That was the
And
one.
I got to be honest. I do not care about Martian Manhunter, but I did care that Dennis Camp was the one writing this book. I literally bought this book, or initially I picked up the single issue just off the strength of how much I enjoyed the Ultimates, and reading Absolute Martian Manhunter, all 6 issues. Issue 7 came out this week, or last week, excuse me. And everything about this book is everything I love about indie comics. It's not really afraid to do something different. It's very weird. It's very trippy. It's doing stuff that you really don't see a lot of comics do nowadays. The name of volume 1 is called Martian Vision. One reason being because there are certain pages in the story to where you can literally put your comic up, and you can also do it in the hardcover of putting it up to the sun or putting it up to some light to see something else, see a page behind the page. And I thought that was really cool. But I've said this before on Blerd Caves that Absolute Martian Manhunter truly just reminded me of like a DC Young Animal, a Shade the Changing Girl, a Doom Patrol. Cave Carson has a cybernetic eye. It was just a very different, very weird, but enjoyed and loved its weirdness and wasn't afraid to keep going weird, and hope you all appreciated it for that weirdness and that you would be along for the ride. And that's absolutely what Absolute Martian Manhunter did. I'm not going to say I'm a Martian Manhunter fan now. I will say I'm an Absolute Martian Manhunter fan now because of Dennis Camp and because of Javier Rodriguez, who did the amazing, trippy, crazy ass art for this book. But this book absolutely achieved the same thing that Absolute Wonder Woman did from Kelly Thompson, the same thing that Jason Aaron did for Thor. It made me give a damn about these characters. And I think that once you dip your toe in a little bit, you just want to just jump in all the way in the pool. So yeah, I'm really happy, and I'm really giddy that I get to see more Absolute Martian Manhunter, because I can't tell you what in the world is about to happen next in that book. And I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that.
Honestly, you're talking about surprises. See some of y'all talking about your surprises in the chat. Man, for me, Bug Wars was real close. If not for they choose violence, Bug Wars was actually a total surprise to me, because honestly, I didn't know it was even happening. I actually wasn't even like when I initially heard of the book, I didn't even know it was Jason Aaron. I was completely unaware. It wasn't until I really just kind of, I was like, because even though technically a lot of the times when I pick up a comic, I look to see whose name is on it, but that was one of those, I just picked it up just out of sheer curiosity. I was just like, oh.
When I saw Bug Wars, I real deal thought this was just going to be on the same level of Ants. We about to see a Sylvester Stallone bug just doing some goofy shit. I was not expecting that book to be as nearly as serious as it was. When the main character's big brother tried to fuck with them bugs and them bees, and they lit his ass up.
Bruh.
I will tell you all now, if you have not heard of it, or if you now know that it's Jason Aaron and Mahmoud Asrar, that was a creative team that I knew of because of their Conan series, and they also worked together on Thor: God of Thunder for a little bit. But if you think you know what Bug Wars is, you don't. You really don't. You really, really, really don't. I absolutely think that is a trade you all should absolutely give a try. If that's too steep for you, get a job. But I will say, go ahead and try issue 1 and then come back to us and tell us what you think.
Yeah. I was a huge fan. When I finally dealt, and I think they have a one shot. There's a one shot that I think either just came out.
Yeah.
or it might have been out for a little bit. I can't remember exactly. Time is not a straight line. But yeah, it's just good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I'm really excited for Jason Aaron because when it comes to the creator-owned spectrum, he had kind of been solidly in the pre-existing IP.
I'm a company
camp
man.
for a good he was company man for a good bit. And yet not to say he didn't have creator-owned books before.
Yeah.
But he did kind of take a break from those creator-owned books and start working on more Marvel DC stuff. And I love when Jason gets to be in his creator-owned bag because you're getting pure unadulterated Jason Aaron. I think that's the Jason Aaron people aren't used to. Like I always tell people, like, if you are one of those people who are going to sit here and tell me you don't like Jason Aaron because you think he's a terrible writer, and it's only because you read Thor and you just didn't like his Thor, well, first I'm going to tell you you're wrong. But also I'm going to tell you that maybe go read some of his creator-owned shit. You might have a different opinion of him. But that said, let's go to our next one. We have, and this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier. Originally, we were going to give you all the opportunity to vote for creative team of the year, but I fucked up and did not actually post the vote. I thought I did. I thought I scheduled it. I went back and looked, and when we were live yesterday, I noticed. I was like, oh shit, I never actually hit schedule. So that's on me, but I decided we're just gonna give it to ourselves because at least then maybe somebody good will get picked. It's jokes. It's jokes, y'all. It's jokes. Don't worry about it. But no, so for me, my creative team of 2025 is none other than Feral, the Feral creative team. Tony Fleeks, Trish Forstner, Tone Rodriguez, Brad Simpson, and also, this is something I never paid attention to before. I actually, for whatever reason, never realized Tony was also doing letters on the Feral books. But yeah. And then designers Erica Schnatz and Lauren Herda. I've talked about this book plenty of times before. Feral is a book that has been living rent-free in my head for the better part of the past couple of years. It's a fantastic title. It's a title that I think that if you find yourself as someone who loves a good zombie story, if you're a fan of stuff like Night of the Living Dead, 28 Days Later, or Dawn of the Dead, stuff like that, this comic is literally that, but with cats. And no zombies. There's no zombies in Feral. It's just rabies. But rabies is bad enough, so there you go. That's kind of where the 28 days of it comes into play. And it does use a lot of tropes from things like The Walking Dead, 28 Days Later, The Night of the Living Dead, so on and so on and so forth, properties. But it does it through the perspective of cats. And, of course, there are other animals that are involved, but your primary characters are cats. And you can even see here, the battle for Pet City starts here. It's basically they're fighting over who's going to be in charge of the PetSmart that they have found. Like I said, it's pretty good stuff. But no, what happens is, cat. Like, there's nothing supernatural about the story. There's no, like, oh, this is some lab, that you cooked up some zombie virus and it got loose. No, it's just fucking rabies. Garden variety rabies. And
garden variety rabies is crazy.
Right? It's just fucking rabies. Like, but no, this book has been fantastic. For once again, Tony Fleeks is a very good writer. He knows his stuff. But also at the same time, he is paired with Trish, and Trish is a bad motherfucker. Is the best way I could put it. Trish has an art style that really lends itself to that kind of old school Don Bluth. That old school kind of Secret of Nim, that American Tales, all dogs go to heaven type of vibes, but at the same time also with Tony giving you a story that is not for the faint of heart. This is a story where characters get got. And the characters who start the story with you, they may not be there by the time you get to the later portions of the series, some of the characters that you used to think were one way, you might learn are a whole ass other way by the time you get to the the book's not over, it's still going. But yeah, it's been a fantastic ride this entire time. It has never let up, and the entire team just brought A game on every single issue. There is never, I've never read a single, I think they're on issue like 18, 19, something like that right now, and I have yet to read one single bad issue of this comic at all. They've all been bangers. Especially if you're someone who was a fan of, what was the book we used to talk about? Stray Dogs, also pretty much the exact same creative team, damn near. Once again, another amazing story they did that disarmed you. That cute art style will disarm you, and you will be caught slipping. So yeah, that said, Carter, let's talk about your creative team 2025. And this one I think will be pretty easy because
I just finished talking about it.
Yeah, you just finished talking about it. It's none other than the absolute Martian Manhunter team. Carter, would you like to take it away?
We don't even have to stay on this long because I just got through, like Ernie said, I just finished talking about it. But I think if you really take into account, you don't give a damn about a character, and somebody can come along to where now you're anticipating that book every week or every month. That's a damn good creative team that's making you do that.
Yes.
If you literally had no care in the world about this book, about this character, until you saw that creative team and wanted to see what they'd be able to do. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
come on now. I don't think a lot of you all really take that into consideration. It's just like that. If there is a book out there, if you've gone off of Ernie and I's recommendation, or you just saw it on the shelf somewhere and was just like, well, I like this person. Let me see what they're talking about. And now you just hooked. You're just hooked. When you walked in there for something completely different, or didn't even care, like, come on, man. That's a fantastic creative team that, if they're capable of doing that to me, you, whoever.
I mean, it's easy. It's easy money.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I don't ever feel bad about spending money on a book when I know the creative team is, firing on all cylinders like that. Just it's a beautiful thing to see. That said, we do have one last personal award to give out. And we're gonna go ahead and do that right this second. Our next personal award, these are gonna be our most anticipated comics of 2026. And for me, the comic that I'm looking forward to is not a comic that is, coming out for the first time. This is actually the continuation of a series and some things that I've learned while in conversation with some of the creative team on this book, as well as some of the surrounding titles. My most anticipated comic of 2026 is what is going to be starting with Thundercats number 25, or rather, as Declan Shalvey, the series writer, refers to them as Thundercats. It's always funny when I hear him say it. It always makes me smile. But basically, what you need to know is that at this particular point, yes, that Thundercat series, it feels like it started 5 ever ago. Well, guess what? It is now fast approaching. I believe issue 25 will be out in March of next year. And basically, there's a lot of shakeup. There's a lot of things. Some of it has already happened. But there are characters who you probably, I won't say wouldn't associate with Thundercats, but maybe some characters you might associate with another Thundercats book. Some characters are going to be, they're basically having what is effectively a draft. Where some Thundercats that were over on Ed Brisson's side of things with Thundercats Lost, you might see them over on Declan's side of Thundercats, and some Thundercats you might be more used to seeing on Declan's side have been kind of jumping over to the other side. And it is going to be pretty fucking awesome, I think. Thundercats is yet to disappoint me. I think I think there's probably like maybe one or two things that the series has done that I wasn't like absolutely happy with. But ultimately, everything else I've been pretty in fucking love with. The I guess the way they have handled Chitara, speaking of on the front of the cover here, but more specifically because of how she has been depicted as a strong leader presence on the team, but also how they paired her and Tigra together as a what I felt was a really strong kind of romance, and even brought in another character to kind of spice things up. What they did with Lion-O and the introduction of Apex, as well as the love that Panthro has gotten in his solo dolo fight against Mumra, that ended the way you probably would expect, but didn't actually play out up until that ending the way you might have thought it would. So yes, I'm very excited to see what Declan and Drew are going to be doing with Thundercats in 2026. Carter, you have a most anticipated that we are going to talk about, and it is none other than Boom. We were talking about this earlier. The Ultimate Endgame.
I was not expecting to care about the Ultimate Universe, but I really wanted to see if they were going to do a true like the villain won.
Right.
He was able to make his world, and that's what we've been getting the past 2 years. So I really, 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 really want to see how y'all can close this out. How Dennis Camp and Jonathan Hickman and Peach Momoko and Brian Hill and Chris Condom, because now that everyone knows you all are leaving, well, now we got to see how you go end it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's bad, even if it's good, I just have to see how are you going to give people some kind of finality, how you're going to put the bow on everything Ultimate Universe this time around, man. I will say that cover is no indication of how the story will be.
No.
But the cover is so goddamn fire, it got me a little bit excited. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. That cover is cold.
They knew what they were doing. They knew that they were because as soon as people saw it, they were like, "Oh shit, this is they're kind of doing like an homage to the MCU in game, in this." And it's like, yeah, of course, they know what they're doing. I'm here for it regardless.
Yeah. So I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who, if they want to end it when they want it on their own terms, let them. We just have to really truly see that. I think we really gonna have to see a master class from Dennis Camp, because if this is how everything is going to end, he's gonna have to. There are other creatives on other solo series or team series like Peach Momoko, Jonathan Hickman, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna have to bring all those together to close this out. So he is truly gonna have to put his whole foot in this to appease the people that aren't whiny or complaining or crying.
Mm-hmm.
This. I think this is going to be for the adults. The adults that say, "Hey, if you're ending, then let's see how you gonna end this bad boy." Not the people that still right now probably going to be in this goddamn chat talking about how they don't believe it's ending or now it's bad because I can't remember whose name it was I saw in the chat, but it was just like stuff was just getting good and now they ended it. If it was just getting good, you wouldn't have been buying them other issues.
No,
fuck out of here. That's Cap. You just crying.
Yeah, that
you
is
just crying.
That's
and
sour
it's
grapes.
Okay, big dog.
Yeah, that's sour grapes like a motherfucker, man. Stop that shit.
In the words of every parent everywhere, when the kid can't get the cookies at the grocery store, you will survive.
Yes.
You will be all right.
But you know what I want? You know what I want to see happen? Yeah, because all these people that supposedly fell off of Ultimate Marvel because they found out that it was going to end.
Mhm.
I want to see what happens if when we get to the actual end, and
Yeah.
then Marvel solicits like out a whole new Ultimate Marvel slate. Like not say they are, but if they did, and these people found out they actually were going to be continuing to get Ultimate Marvel after the whole end game of it all. I wonder if they'll be like suddenly back on the bandwagon. Like, will they be, oh no, man, no, see, I knew the whole time, man. I was just playing. Is it going to be some of that bullshit?
It's like pro wrestling fans, because I see a lot of them in your Discord, how they'll glaze one, but then they get mad at that one. Now they glazing the other one, but they swear they've been glazing it the whole time. Like, at this point, I hope that I truly hope, and my fingers are crossed, they end that shit.
Yeah.
Don't if people are gonna act like this when you're trying to not overstay your welcome and just have a bunch of bullshit books out, I hope they do end it with Ultimate Endgame. Don't do nothing for them.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care.
End like a wet fart. Cool. So when if it comes back, I don't want to hear nothing from you. End that shit. End it.
End it. Let it die.
Michael Corleone and whatever Diane Keaton name was in Godfather, close the door.
Yes.
Close the door.
I do want to say, because I see some people ask some questions, and I actually have some things I do want to bring up before we fully dive in to some of this other stuff. But we did get a question yesterday. It was actually roughly, I think it came in roughly about the time that the show had abruptly ended yesterday. But we do have a question. This one is from an anonymous person over on the Streamlab side of things. This one says, with the $2 Streamlab super chat, we've got a legit question. Why is TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, considered licensed? Is it because it's not their OG publisher, but isn't their OG publisher no more? Okay, so this is where you get into a very
anonymous. I know who asked this question because they asked the same question in the chat yesterday. She probably just forgot to put her name in it.
Yeah, it's probably Jazz. Yeah, I thought I saw
asked that question.
Yeah. So basically, here's the way this works. The reason why it's treated as a licensed comic, part of it is actually because the publisher who initially created it, the publisher, not the actual creators, but the publisher is technically no more. Mirage Comics is not a thing, but also because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is largely more associated with, and also this is because of the fact that it's kind of a double thing. It's one, because they're largely more associated with media outside of comics now, but also because their license bumps around to different the license jumps around from different publishers, because at one point Image Comics had it. And I think somebody else before that and somebody else before that. So yeah, that's why it gets dumped in the licensed category, despite actually having initially been a comic, from the word go.
Yeah,
but
it more so from cartoons, from lunch boxes, from Pizza Hut commercials, from toys and video games or what have you. That's why.
I read. Okay, so this is Mount Tyler Durden talking about. Did y'all ever read the Image TMNT comics? I tried, and that's all I'll say. I did it for research for a video. It was actually for the Venus de Milo video that I did. Even though technically Venus de Milo is not in it, I went and read it because I saw that a certain co-creator of the Ninja Turtles made some boast that there wouldn't be any chick turtles in it. And because basically this was around the time that the next mutation had come out, and there was all the backlash because of Venus de Milo and so on and so forth. And it was a very sexist rant that Peter Laird went on. But then his book came out and it was hot trash. So yeah, there you go. So that was the thing. That was the thing. I don't remember who wrote it. I just remember Peter Laird saying that it was the one that made the boast. But that said, yes, Nickelodeon does own the rights to the Ninja Turtles, which is also why it is considered a licensed book. So, but that said, another story altogether. I did want to say in response, someone asked if I had fallen off of Space Ghost. No, still reading it. I don't make content about it because, well, for one, I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I don't have time to make content about every book that I read. I read a lot of books, so I mean, honestly, by that metric, there's a lot. If I don't make content about it because I am not reading it, ooh man, just imagine the books I'm not reading, or rather, imagine the books I've maybe not reading anymore that I don't make content about. It would blow your mind. There's lots of books I read each and every Wednesday. I can't make content about all of them. I don't have it in me to do so, and I never would, even if I could. That said, Space Ghost has still been good. Captain Planet, I saw someone else mention earlier, still good. I've still been enjoying it. And what was the other one? There was another book. It might have been Thundercats, but I think I answered that question already. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got. So here, we are gonna do a very, 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 very brief recap of all of our winners thus far. So since yesterday, we had, let's run them down. We had Earth's Mightiest solo series, which was picked up by Storm over at Marvel Comics. We had Earth's Mightiest superhero team or ensemble series, which was picked up by The Power Fantasy over at Image Comics. We had Earth's Mightiest fantasy series scooped up by Absolute Wonder Woman over at DC Comics. We also had Earth's Mightiest science fiction comic, which was picked up by Bitter Root over at Image. Earth's Mightiest comedy series, picked up by Darkwing Duck over at Dynamite. And we also had Earth's Mightiest crime series that was picked up by Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees over at IDW. We also had Earth's Mightiest horror comic, which got picked up by Bitter Root at Image Comics. We also had Earth's Mightiest licensed comic scooped up by Transformers over at Image. Actually, the more I think about it, Image actually did kind of slick clean up at this year's awards, all things considered. We also had Earth's Mightiest indie comic, which was Ancestral Recall over at Ahoy. We also had Earth's Mightiest new comic, which was Absolute Green Lantern at DC. And then we've also got Earth's Mightiest ongoing comic, which was Absolute Wonder Woman at DC Comics. And now we have Earth's Mightiest limited series, which was Mr. Terrific Year 1 at DC Comics. And then next up, Earth's Mightiest single issue or one-shot, Absolute Batman Annual, DC Comics. And then Earth's Mightiest crossover or event, One World Under Doom at Marvel Comics. And then next up was Earth's Mightiest DC comic, Absolute Batman, DC Comics, obviously. And then Earth's Mightiest Marvel comic, Storm, obviously, at Marvel Comics. We also had Earth's Mightiest non-Big Two series, Transformers, over at Image. And then next up, we had Earth's Mightiest comic book movie, Superman, 2025 at DC Studios. And then Earth's Mightiest comic book TV series, Marvel Studios swooping in and trying to sneak up some awards using Marvel's Ironheart for the dub. And then we also got our Earth's Mightiest interior artist of 2025, Sanford Green. We also got Earth's Mightiest writer of 2025, Kelly Thompson. And then we also got Earth's Mightiest cover artist of 2025, Dan Mora. And then Earth's Mightiest colorist of 2025, Peach Momoko. Earth's Mightiest Shared Universe of 2025, Absolute Universe DC Comics, and then Earth's Mightiest imprint of 2025, DC Absolute at DC Comics, and then Earth's Mightiest publisher of 2025, DC Comics. So now that we have gone through all of that, we can now present to you the most prestigious award that could ever be had at the Blerd Awards, especially in the year of our Lord of the Rings 2025. Let's take a look
Scared.
at Earth's Mightiest Comic 2025 nominees. Boom! We have. Actually, Carter, you want to take this one?
It's all come down to this. Y'all are gonna vote for some Marvel or DC. 10 comics live on the Blerd Cave for a month to determine nominees for each category. At long last, these 4 comics will enter the arena to fight one last time for the title of Earth's Mightiest Comic of the Year 2520.
Yeah.
We got Absolute Batman. We got Absolute Batman over at DC. We got Storm over at Marvel. We got Absolute Wonder Woman over at DC Comics. And the one non-Marvel DC book on this whole thing, we got the Power Fantasy over at Image Comics. Yes, this is for all the marbles for the HCIC, the head comic in charge. I'm still scared, but your winner, ladies and gentlemen, due to your fan voting, the title of Earth's Mightiest Comic of 2025. Ernie, I saw you have the paper. Can you please tell me who is taking home the W of Earth's Mightiest Comic for 2025?
Absolute.
I am really shocked. Whoa.
Absolute Batman DC Comics. So this is what I thought was really funny about this. I feel like it was like pretty much almost every other, I feel like every other category. Like it was a pretty even split. Like, some Marvel, some DC, some Image, some IDW, some this, that, or the other. But then when it got to publisher, imprint, shared universe, and then and obviously the comic of the year, whatever. That's when it was just like, okay, everybody's DC bias came out the woodwork. I will say, I do think that Batman, or Absolute Batman rather, I don't think it's undeserving of its win, mostly because it's something I said yesterday when talking about the Absolute Universe. The Absolute Universe got a lot of people to read comics that normally wouldn't. Like the fact that Absolute Batman Annual literally grabbed people by the back of their neck, like literally the scruff of their neck, and made them like even discuss Absolute Batman. People who normally would not even ever utter a word about a comic. I literally saw people talking about it. I saw people talking about it on podcasts. I saw people talking about it in comic shops. I saw people talking about it at Starbucks. I saw people talking about it on the news. And once again, I saw this shit happen on places where they don't talk about comics. Like comics isn't something that they talk about ever. And people were talking about it. I had people, normies, ask me, hey man, I've really been hearing about that app. Like, so I get it. I totally get it. But I will say the level of overwhelmingness that this comic won by was a little surprising. It was a little surprising because here, and I'll show you. Let me bring this up. I'll actually show you what the breakdown was here. This right here was the breakdown. It got the majority of the vote. Storm was I would tell you what actually shocked me. Storm was the only one who was even remotely close. Absolute Wonder Woman after that, and then the Power Fantasy, which is crazy when you consider, and I don't think I showed this yesterday, but I actually thought this was hilarious, is that when it came down to the best ongoing comic, this was the breakdown for Storm and Absolute Wonder Woman. Like, it was tight. So the fact that the fact that Absolute Wonder Woman was not even as high up as Storm was on this one, I thought was pretty interesting. And I do agree, it did have a lot of reprints. Like, I think that was something that was even
So, okay, real quick, because even though I want to say something, but at the same time I get it, because you just have to listen to everything that Ernie just said about Absolute Batman. And this is a stat that was last checked on my birthday of this year, December 5th. Absolute Batman #1 is getting a 10th 10.
Yep, 10 reprints.
I don't know how to say that one in Spanish. I tried to count in my head and forgot. 10 reprints, dog.
Yeah, that's a lot.
10 as of December 5th. So, yeah.
Like, and here's the thing. You can't deny it. That is unprecedented, in my opinion. Regardless of whether it is unprecedented or not, I feel like that is something no other comic can really boast, not recently. And while I may not think that I have my druthers. I actually think that if you want to talk about like overall impact, I would say, yeah, Absolute Batman 100%. But if you asked me like, hey, what story did you enjoy the most? I would not have picked Absolute Batman. I enjoy Absolute Batman. I do not think its story is like as good as some of the other books that were on this list. You'd have said Absolute Wonder Woman. If anyone would have said Absolute Wonder Woman, I would agree. I would have agreed, because I'm actually curious about something. Because I actually just looked this up my damn self. I'm actually curious because all of the Absolute books have gotten pretty high numbers in the reprint category. I think Absolute Wonder Woman is on its 7th current reprint. So I mean, like I said, that's nothing to sneeze at. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen a little more representation elsewhere. I mean, honestly, I will say I wish I could have seen a little bit more representation across the board. Just me, just putting that out there. But once again, people like what they like, so I'm not going to fault them for it. But I will remind you that, because it's the same folks that say, man, I wish they did something new. Y'all the same motherfuckers voting for the same old. But yeah, actually, Absolute Flash is the only book I don't hear people talking about. That's the only one. I hear people talking about Absolute Batman. I hear people talk about Absolute Wonder Woman. I hear people, unfortunately, talking about Absolute Martian Manhunter. And I hear people talking about Absolute Green Lantern. But I almost never hear anyone talk about Absolute Flash. Like, ever.
Because it's so fast getting picked up off the shelves.
Oh, is that what it is?
And people read it just as fast. And read it just as fast.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
People realize it ain't really got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Yes, I said unfortunately.
Yes, Ernie does not really get jiggy with Absolute Martian Manhunter.
No, I do not. I love Dennis Camp. I love Dennis's other work, but just not that one.
The way you feel about Absolute Martian Manhunter, and I think I said this on a cave.
Yeah.
The way Ernie feels about Absolute Martian Manhunter is the exact same way I feel about 20th Century Men from Dennis Camp. And Dennis Camp has gone on record saying that Marvel read 20th Century Men and offered him the Ultimates, which has been fantastic.
It's crazy.
If one of y'all asks for Carter's copy of 20th Century Men right now, tell me your address. I'll mail it right to you. I didn't even finish that book. I didn't even finish the damn book.
Okay, so for me, for me, like I think I told you this when we were talking, off mic, but telling them,
Yeah.
I learned about Dennis Camp because of his Bloodshot. He did Bloodshot
was that
Unleashed.
Bloodshot US. Oh, okay, Unleashed.
Yeah, it was Unleashed. And it was really good. I really, because I'm not even a big Bloodshot guy, but it was something someone was like, oh man, if you've never really gotten into Bloodshot, man, maybe try this one. You might like this one. And I was like, okay. And it was also because the person kind of knew my sensibilities, the type of mode of thinking I have about certain things. So they kind of were very, I think, on the money. I was like, oh shit, this book is woke as fuck. I was like, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I was like, they're actually tackling, I'm just not saying other Bloodshot books don't do this, but like the way that Dennis was tackling how veterans are treated by the United States military, how they are forgotten about, how they're used as a prop when necessary, but ultimately when it comes time to actually do anything meaningful for veterans, they always suddenly... thoughts and prayers, or it ain't in the budget year, or some bullshit like that. Bloodshot Unleashed, kind of tackles that, along with a lot of other issues to do with the state of America, and ultimately kind of predicted where it would wind up. But I really like that book. So when I found out that Dennis was doing Ultimates, I was sat. Even though I thought that the team was not a little, it was a lot of vanilla. And also he's also got Assorted Crisis Events, and he's got some other books also out there. I was like, dude, this guy can cook. He can cook. It's just that when I read Absolute Martian Manhunter, and like I often tell people, I don't think the book is bad, but it's not for me. And I think Absolute Martian Manhunter is great for people who have never read books like it. Like, you've never read a trippy book or a book that's just really wild. Like, this is your first one. I'm happy for you. That's great. But it doesn't work for me. I've read other trippy books. But anyway, that's another, that is another story altogether. Valiant, yeah, they're still alive, but they're dying. They're
They are just in the drain.
That shit is circling the drain, baby. I also want to point out a interesting statistic that I noticed when going over all of these suggestions and nominations, and you can even by proxy say winners of the 2025 Blerd Awards. Valiant never came up.
Because
circling the drain. Like, I don't think anyone even tried to suggest them for anything. Like, no one even actually, like, because normally somebody, it's kind of like, when somebody's supposed to be like,
if we had a period piece award, people would bring up Valiant.
Yeah,
and they would be real quick. Yeah, you'd be real quick to bring up Valiant 2012.
Yeah. But like, man, that Shadow Man is eating.
I saw a dude in the comic shop last week getting real giddy because there was Valiant in the bargain bin. And it really shows you the fall from just any kind of whatever little grace it had left. And I was almost interested in buying that book from that dude when he saw it. Just because, dude, they had Peter Milligan over there. They had Matt Kent over there. They had Dan Abnett over there. They had Clay Mann over there.
They just fucked it up.
And now y'all just got a bunch of Mike Joneses. Who writing Bloodshot? Who is that on Harbinger right now? Who?
Like who?
Who on that Shadow Man?
Dude,
who?
That was how I found out about Vita. I found out about Vita Ayala because of Livewire. Yep. That's how I found out about them. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this Livewire is kind of lit. Like, what's
Any Valiant your boy is getting is from back in the day. I see Elite X1 is bringing up Toyo Harada, and I'm currently looking for the life and death of Toyo Harada again.
Yeah.
From 2012 and them over there.
Yeah.
Not the current, not this Valiant.
Listen, it's almost like some Cash Money Millionaire for the 2009. or whatever the fuck.
Good Lord. I have to read this super chat from Highlight 915. He been
let's
in here the
go.
whole time. And this boy said, "What up, Cave? I'm 2 days away from B-Day number 35 and hours away from baby number 2. I want to congratulate Ernie and Carter on a great year and continued success." Hey, you will get your ass whooped watching this award ceremony when you supposed to be in there while she dilating and all that shit there big time.
Well,
You gonna get good and cussed out.
Well, see, no,
you watching them two niggas with the funny books? You supposed to be in here with me. That's what you finna get cussed out like, boy.
Well, no, I can profess to this. The way they do it nowadays is they usually. Well, I'm not gonna profess to know exactly when this is happening, but if there, I'm just based on the fact that Highlight saying hours, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that there's gonna be an inducement, or they're probably like plotting to induce labor, or because usually what they'll do is like, oh, if it doesn't happen by a certain amount of time, they're like, okay, come in, we're gonna have you induced. So the baby might not be anywhere. I mean, outside of that, not anywhere close to coming.
I'm gonna tell you this here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm correct.
If you going back in that room, and I appreciate you telling Ernie he's correct. Boy, if you don't cut the volume all the way down on your phone,
better put some headphones in.
Hey, dog, that first time that doctor is telling her to push, and she trying to get it out, and one of Ernie's random ass laughs come out your pocket, you getting your ass whooped, big dog.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
Look,
you getting fucked up, big dog.
Look, you'll scare the doctor. No.
Ooh,
look,
boy.
Look. We gotta drop a bomb.
Absolutely.
We gotta drop a bomb for that man. 35, baby 2 on the way. Congratulations, my friend.
Another individual playing the no pullout game. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I do want to take a moment to say as well that we have, I think, probably had easily one of the best. I would dare say one of the best. Comic years in a long time. I mean, this was really a tremendous year for comics. There are a lot of comics I actually wish would have gotten nominated. I like, it's one of those, I don't think I've enjoyed how we have done this, but I will say I have not been happy with the nomination process. Like the winning process is one thing, but I feel like the nomination process, I think we need to streamline it just a little bit more. I still I don't know if I trust. I still got trust issues with some of y'all. Cause Poison Ivy ain't getting no love. There was a lot of Poison Ivy haters. There's a lot of people that
dog. It was a lot of haters. If it ain't Marvel and DC,
that too. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. It makes me very, very sad. Like, I was like, man, goddamn. I was like, man, what is
WWF, WCW, or nothing at all?
It's like, man, look, they said, man, we don't know nothing about no NWA, no ECW, no
Memphis, no Mid-South Wrestling,
no Memphis Wrestling. No, do you remember Kick-Ass Wrestling? You remember that shit?
Yes, I remember KAW. I used to watch it on UPN every Saturday. Yes, I do. Look,
I knew one of the wrestlers that was on there. He used to work at Dillard's. And that I think it was a Johnny B. Bad, I think was his name.
No way you knew Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah.
He was on Memphis Wrestling.
Yeah. Or mate, like I said, crazy shit. It's crazy shit. But yeah, crazy shit. Now, I will say this, we're gonna continue to streamline the Blerd Awards. I do think we'll still continue the voting process. I think we are gonna be a little more judicious on the nomination process, because we can't just be letting any old body up in there. But yeah, I think all in all, I think I agree with most of the awards. There's just some that were like some head scratchers. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'll let comic of the year slide like a motherfucker. But man, some of these there was a couple of times I had to question y'all. There was a couple of times I had a lot of questions. I was like, man, y'all are like that publisher of the year. I got questions. Y'all act like y'all forgot about how dirty. Look, and some of y'all was the main one. Some about how dirty Red Hood got done. Lord have mercy. Some of y'all the same motherfuckers out here complaining about DCKO, but Absolute Batman done pacified y'all. But no, it's all to the good. It's all to the good. Actually, for the most part, I think there was really only like one or two things I was like, I don't know about that one. But I was happy to see some of the books win that did win, even if I didn't particularly care for them. Really, I don't think many books won that I didn't like. Most of the books I actually really enjoyed kind of made it. So, yeah. Honestly, you know what? With the benefit of hindsight, you know what? We good. Dude, okay, a fun thought experiment. Carter, do you know how many not nominations? Do you know how many times Absolute, I'm not going to say like Absolute Batman, but just Absolute DC won this year in 2025?
After 3, I stopped counting because I was getting annoyed.
So Absolute, whether it was an Absolute book or just the Absolute universe in general, 7. That was 7. They swept with 7 awards. Technically 8 if you count DC winning. Or no, take that back. No, it would actually be 10. It would be 10. Yeah, I think it would be 10. Let's see. I'm going back and counting. Let's see. Because they got fantasy, they got ongoing, one shot, DC comic. There was also shared universe, imprint, publisher, and then comic. 8. They got 8. So we were off by just a couple, but yeah. They cleaned up. But you know what is another surprising metric though? Did you notice how many times? Actually, no, 9. I skipped one. I forgot about New Comic because Absolute Green Lantern won that one. So yeah, they actually won 9 awards. Technically, you could make a case for 10 because of Kelly Thompson. Because Kelly Thompson won. And she's a writer of Absolute Wonder Woman. So there you go. I would actually make that argument. But yeah, Transformers.
Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Green Lantern, and The Flash, and Martian Manhunter. These are breathing new life into comics.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Sorta. Kinda, sorta. I don't disagree with the sentiment. I mean, they are sort of, but here's my thing. That's a lot. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it's doing. I'm gonna say something controversial, yet so brave. Absolute Universe is not breathing life into comics. It's breathing life into DC Comics. Because the people that are rushing to buy these Absolute books, they're not buying Marvel books. They're just buying Absolute DC books. And they're probably, I would actually venture to guess, not buying mainline DC books because they just want that Absolute shit. And I've encountered that a lot even in comic shops. So I would amend that statement. So yeah, there you go. There's that. Well, and I think what you're kind of missing is kind of my point is Transformers as part of the Energon universe is kind of breathing new life into Transformers. It's actually getting people who are Transformers fans to read comics again. And it's actually interesting people who don't normally fuck with comics. to read Transformers. So I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think the real argument shouldn't be copying whatever Absolute DC is doing or whatever DC is doing. I think people should just focus on making good comics. Make good comics and people will come buy comics. But here's the problem with that. People are making good comics. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Absolute Batman isn't really doing anything terribly new. I mean, yeah, it's, I guess, new for Batman, but even some of the stuff they're doing with Batman is not incredibly like, it's not so wildly and starkly different that I wouldn't feel like I haven't seen something similar or vaguely similar before. Absolute Wonder Woman, I think, I think it's a great series. I mean, Wonder Woman is largely about roughly the same character she usually is. It's like basically you took New 52 Wonder Woman and Prime Earth Wonder Woman, fusion dance that shit. So I mean, yeah, I mean, if we really want to start breaking them down by the sum of their parts, I mean, that's one thing. But that said, I think that, yeah, I saw it was an interesting trend. I think it's an interesting trend. But that said, yeah, getting away from that, Carter, what do you got going on this week, brother? What you doing? You doing anything for New Year's? Or you gonna be you gonna be doing any live streams? You playing any games? Or you gonna be reading some shit?
I'm gonna burn these books. That's what I'm gonna do.
Damn, he said, get him out of here.
I'm gonna burn these books. I'm going to enjoy more Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips because y'all actually just don't know how, for whatever reason, Ernie and I both got the Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips bug at the same time.
Just saying.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be enjoying that. I'm gonna be helping Ernie out because Ernie, like I did not too long ago, I got the Judge Dredd bug, and now Ernie he went down a YouTube rabbit hole. Now he got the Judge Dredd bug, and he is asking your boy for assistance. So I'm gonna be helping Ernie with some Judge Dredd stuff, so he doesn't get the wrong stuff. We're gonna help each other with the Ed Brubaker stuff, so we don't get some of the mid stuff that they have done, because apparently they have done some mid stuff.
They put up some mid.
Other than that, man, I'm just be playing some Space Marine, dude, and trying to breathe new life into Blerd Cave fans by recommending different books every Saturday at noon for y'all, 10 a.m. for me. That's what I'm gonna be doing for the new year and the year after. That's what I'm.
Oh man, what am I gonna be doing? I'm gonna be continuing to finish writing I guess what effectively be the third draft of the script for Heart of the Darkness #2, as well as finishing. I get it, man. It's been taking me so long to do this. Finishing the final 2 pages. Not even pages at this point, because the pages as a whole are almost done. There's a panel here and a panel there and a panel and a panel there that I've been kind of like, ooh, I've been dreading drawing this panel. So I have that to complete. So I'll be working on that. There should be a new video that'll be coming up before too long. And this will also, I guess, let's make this announcement here. I talked about this on the Blerd Cave, but I'll talk about it here as well. We are going to be seeing a little bit of a change on the channel. I think I talked about this before, talking about how I kind of wanted to get back to what brought us to the dance. I'm going to be kind of backing away from doing like week to week shit. like new comic book day shit, because I mean, honestly, that way lies madness. And it does actually kind of prevent me from talking about some things I would normally want to talk about.
Mhm.
We're gonna be digging more into some stuff that is more of the culture, more diving into some characters that I really like, and talking about
Yeah.
some issues that I have had with the comics industry, and also maybe teaching some of you how you can make your comic creator dreams come true. I actually literally just finished an outline for a video where I'm actually going to talk about the process I went through to make Heart of the Darkness #1 become a reality, as well as another book that I'm working on, which I guess I can talk about now, called Black Adams. Which
Oh, so you officially gonna name it Black Adams? Can you check your
yeah.
DMs real quick?
Yes, 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 yes,
I,
yes,
li-
yes,
I like
yes.
that you. I like that you kept it. I like that you kept Black Adams.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that you kept Black Adams.
Yeah, I got you. I am. Yeah, I decided to keep the name Black Adams. It was something that it just was the one name that just kind of stuck. It's basically some of you may remember this. It was the idea I had to make my own fan version of it was the idea I had to make my own fan version of like an all black X-Men team. And then I realized after a while, I was like, you know what? That just ain't gonna work. There's almost no point to trying to develop this. So I basically gave up on it, but then I kept a lot of my notes. I kept a lot of my notes for it, and basically here we are. And it's how Black Adams came into existence. Instead of giving you instead of giving you like an all black X-Men comic that would have featured characters I don't own, I decided to just take those notes, put them together, make a new comic with characters that are 100% mine, with ideas that are 100% mine, and also kind of creating basically creating something that I feel like, long and short, creating the types of comics that I would like to read. That's something I think everybody should be attempting to do. If you're someone who is a comic creator, don't make comics you think other people will want to read. Make comics that you, when you walk into a comic book shop, you would want to see. You yourself personally, not somebody else, you yourself personally would want to see on the shelf. That is basically what my mission statement has been. And I want to pass on the wisdom and knowledge that I have you've been gaining, and I'm still gaining, to help a lot of you, because I know we have people in the community who want to try to make their own comics. They want to try and be creators. They want to like you have that idea that's been back there like noodling around your head, but you just can't figure out how to make it come to life. You're an artist that like you've been drawing characters, but you just haven't had any story to go. I'm gonna make it my business to try and help teach all an aspect of the comic industry that maybe you didn't know anything about before. That said, I will also be doing interviews. I saw someone ask. Yes, we'll still be doing interviews. I actually am in talks right now with both Ed Brisson and Declan Shalvey to come on and talk about their respective Thundercats stuff that's coming up on the pipeline. I have the writer, Sheldon Allen, the writer of They Choose Violence. We've been trying to get him on the show. He's on the horizon. We just got to lock down a date, and there's a bunch of other people who I've been kind of off and on talking to, and there's also some people who I will be doing some guest appearances on their channel to talk about some things. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's on the coming down the pipeline. So that said, we are going to get the hell up out of here, because I actually told Carter, I was like, yeah, this is about how long it's probably going to take. And we kind of hit that. So I like to honor my promises. And I also want to play Space Marine, too. So anyway, that said, thank you for making the 4th annual Blerd Awards 2025. Thank you for making this a fun thing to do, and you know, all bullshit aside, and thank you for being here, for liking. I hope you all liked the video. If you did, click the like button. Once the stream is over, because I just got it under good authority, that you can't hype a live stream until it is in its VOD status. So make sure to come back, hit that hype button, help boost this up some, because we got hoed yesterday with the power outage. Also, if you missed the first half of the show, because I saw some of y'all coming in acting like, wait a minute, y'all were doing this yesterday too? So you know what? Make sure you go back and watch that first stream. Watch part 1, and get all the other shenanigans that we were talking about. Make sure you go do that. Hit the hype button on that one as well. Yeah, make sure that you're always using those features on all my videos. We gotta help get this channel. We gotta help fix this channel's credit score, so to speak. But yes, thank you all for coming out and taking the time, and we will see you again next time for Carter Presents. I am the Blerd Without Fear, and Valiant.
We coming for you, nigga.